So far this contested territory has been pretty interesting. We've been flip-flopping between the other team, but I'm pretty sure we can come out on top. But let's see what house we can do today. How about this race tile, which has been claimed by our opponent team less than 2 hours ago, and I see it's pretty easy. It's rounds 3 to 60 with these towers. I think we can accomplish. I think we can beat our opponent's score, though I'm not entirely sure. I have to give this a shot. Okay, so let's start off with a tag shooter. I'm going to start off with a 100 tag shooter because there isn't much that we can afford, and we're just going to go ahead and send on 8 for the time being. And let's for even faster shooting. When there's fuel balloons coming out of the entrance, then you can send to around 10 safely. But in the meantime, we're going to upgrade our tag shooter to a to a 230 because we want to have a blade shooter. That is very important because it has a lot of peers. So now we can send on 15 because very soon we should have our end of our cash, which will allow us to afford a blade shooter. And now we can send to around 28. Yeah, let's set 10 or 20. I meant to send 27, but I sort of forgotten because I was panicking a little bit, but never mind. Let's go ahead and get hot shots so that we can pop the lead balloons. Now we can send to around 31. Here we can send to around 39 now. And next is to get the ring of fire, so that we can pop a lot of balloons. There we go. And now time to deal with some of the camo balloons and also help us pop the mod class balloons. So let's set to figure 8s, get a 320 ace, and then send around 42, which should be fine for us, I hope. Anyway, we're going to actually decamo for real this time, so we're going to get a 023 motor right here, and we're going to go ahead and get ODS, send around 49. There we go. And now we're going to set up for Blade Maelstrom, just so that we can use it at any time. And in the meantime, let's send around 55. Get another motor here, but this time we're going to get Artillery Battery 240, and then we're going full send around 60 now, and we are 30 seconds ahead, so that seems like a good sign so far. We're going to reserve the Maelstrom for later in case something bad happens, or in case we actually need to use it. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get a lot more aces just so that we can pop the white class balloons a lot faster. Okay. Okay, so I think now is the best time to use Maelstrom. In the meantime, I'm going to use the artillery ability. Okay, so how do we pop the balloons at the entrance faster? I suppose we can target this one to the front. I mean, we don't have 163 to deal with, so it shouldn't be a big problem, right? Alright, let's speed things up, and we're near the capture score, so I'm not sure how we managed to do this 30 seconds faster, but never mind. The fact is, we still beat our opponent's timing, so there we go. That is for this race. And thankfully, the town next to that is also a race that has been claimed by our opponent, and we don't want our opponent near our tiles at all, which is a very bad thing. So we're going to go ahead and try this. Now, the score is honestly looks terrible. 7 minutes for this tile, Jesus Christ, and what exactly do we have? Okay, not a lot of good towers, but I think we can work this into a 5-minute timing. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so now that we know roughly how this works, we're going to start off by placing a boat right here and sending to round 5. Yeah, I know it's going to be a slow start, but the reason for this is so that we can afford a plane. So once the last balloon reaches about this part, like so, we're going to go ahead and send around 8. Now, once we have 450,000 cash, we're going to sell our boat and place down a plane, which should be soon. There we go. And place it next to the yellow flower set to figure infinite. There we go. And now we can send to round 12. Wait 10 seconds before we send to round 15. There we go. And now we're going to get our 200 plane. Once we afford rapid fire, we are going to send to round 18. And when we get lots more darts, round 21. There we go. Now let's send to round 21. Now next thing we're going to get is a wizard. Now we're going to place our wizard at the very end of the track. And let's send to round 25. We're going to place on the wall of... We're going to upgrade our wizard to a 020. And it's only going to cover the top part of the track. For the bottom part of the track, we're going to place down another wizard. And same upgrade. Wall of fire. Now there's few balloons coming out of the entrance. We're going to send to around 30, but not anymore just yet. because of the purple balloons, as you can see right now. So what we're going to let the ace pop the purple balloons, and once they are popped, we can send to round 35. There we go. And now we have to deal with camel balloons. So for both these wizards, we're going to upgrade both of them to a 022. Now we're going to send to round 39. We're going to get a bolt at the end right here, so that we can deal a bit more damage to the balloons, and this time it's just going to be a 210. And in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get a fighter plane. Now to deal with future camel balloons, we're going to go ahead and get a shimmer. So let's go ahead and get a shimmer, and now we're going to send to round 41. But I sent to round 42. That was an accident. I don't want to send to round 42 because round 42 has a rainbow balloons, and that's quite dangerous actually. In the meantime, for the bottom wizard, let's send 145. Let's get Dragon's Breath for the bottom half wizard. And do we defend the Regal balloons? Okay, thankfully we did, but that was very dangerous and we almost died. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get destroyers for more DPS. And there we go. Actually, we should get hot shots as well while we're at it, even though we already have that enabled. And let's go ahead and get Necromancer Unpopped Army. Same reason, more DPS. More DPS is always better. Now go and get ODS and a mill path. Let's send around 54 so that we can deal more damage to more class balloons. Now, in the meantime, we are going to get an Ultra Juggernaut to help us deal with the balloons that are almost coming to our side. Now, once we hit about, let me do some quick maths, $6,000. Yeah, then we're going to sell both these two wizards for an Ultra Juggernaut. So that's about now. Let's get Ultra Juggernaut. Actually, we don't need Camel priority. We can leave it first, and now we can full send to round 61. In the meantime, for our endgame defenses, we are going to go ahead and get 420 aircraft carrier, which we should be able to afford soon. There we go. And let's see, what else can we get? Oh yes, we can place a wizard in front so that we can end this race faster, as always. But of course, it's going to take a while for us to afford a 402 wizard, so we're going to be a little bit patient about that. We can sell this, so let's sell this right now because we don't need it. And actually, can we afford Arcane Spike before this round ends? Because there we go. Now that we afford Arcane Spike, the only thing left is this Moab, and we have popped it. And there we go. We got a decent race timing of 4 minutes and 17 seconds for the towers that we have. So good job to myself, I guess. Now, annoyingly, there is one more banner tower which somehow our opponent managed to get a lower time than me because I have only just recently reclaimed it, and it's this one. So yeah, I have been playing this for like 2 hours straight, and my opponent just managed to reclaim it back instantly. So I'm going to show you guys the strategy for this one, and we're going to try and reclaim it. Okay, so this strategy is going to be extremely complicated. I've retried this for 1 hour straight already, so keep in mind that it's going to take you a lot of tries, and it's going to be very complicated. You need to watch out for rounds 42 and 63. But once you have done these rounds, if you have followed this race guide perfectly, then you should be able to do the rest of the race with no problem. Now I'm going to be talking quite fast at some parts because there's a lot of things I need to explain. So please watch through the entire thing first before you even attempt this race, and don't watch and do it at the same time. So now we're going to start by sending off to round 7. There we go, and we're going to speed things up a little bit. And as you might notice, I've placed down the boat. Once you see the last blue balloon reaches this point, we're going to go ahead and send to round 10. There we go. And now, once we have more than $450, we're going to go ahead and sell our boat and we're going to place down our plane, send to Figure Infinite, send to round 12, and 10 seconds later, we're going to go ahead and send to round 15. Now, once you can get Rapid Fire, send to round 18, and once you can get lots more darts, you can send to round 21. And you might notice that yes, this is the exact same strategy that we used for the previous race. Okay, I overshot to round 22, but I don't think that should be that big of a problem. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get a 201 Ninja Monkey, but once we get a 101, we can send to round 25. Next we're going to get is a double shot Ninja Monkey. And we're going to send around 30. Now you might notice that we have no lip popping power, so we're going to go ahead and get Alchemist right here within range of the Ninja Monkey. But you might notice that it only covers one part of the track, so we're going to go ahead and set the Monkey to strong and get Acid Mission Dip and send around 32. Now you might notice that this strategy isn't always 100% consistent, because it doesn't always give the Acid Mission Dip to the Ninja Monkey in time for it to pop the lead balloons, but it should be consistent enough such that you don't have to retry this race even though you're probably going to lose lives over this. And yes, that's a lot of words. Now we're going to go ahead and get Berserker Boo, send around 35. We're also going to get faster throwing so that now the Acid Mission Dip is going to be more consistent. And now we're going to save up for a Bloon Jitsu, but first let's send around 37. Once we have $2,200 in cash, we are going to send around 39. Okay, so this is now the part that you have to watch. This is the first part where you have to watch out carefully. First, we're going to upgrade to Fighter Plane and send around 41. The next upgrade we're going to get is a stronger simulant. Now once the mod layer pops, we're going to go ahead and send around 42 and only round 42. Do not send any more rounds than this. The reason why is because of the Vigo Bloons that comes out then. The second you get stronger simulant, go ahead and place down a Wizard Monkey and get a Wall of Fire so that the Ninja Monkey won't be overwhelmed. If you have done this correctly, you should die to this. And yes, you will leak lives, but you shouldn't die. And now we are at round 45, so let's go ahead and get Dragon's Breath. Let's send round 49. Oh yeah, don't forget you get Calplus for your Ninja Monkey. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade to ODS so that we can pop the Moil class Bloons faster. Let's send round 54. Do not send round 55 because the Selmix are going to overwhelm our defense. Let's get a 4 upgrade to a 420 Ace. And now we're going to get our Motor Monkey. And we're going to get Artillery Battery. Once we have $4,500, then we're going to send around 60. Okay, this average point you should be very careful because you can leak at any time. Before we reach our end game of getting a Sky Shredder. Now next thing we're going to get is a Ground Zero plane. So while we're saving up for that, we're going to watch out for the Moil class Bloons. Now we're going to send around 65. And there's going to be a whole lot of Selmix. So once you notice that a whole bunch of Selmix is reaching this band, activate the ability. There we go. Get Ground Zero, send around 70. Now you have to be really lucky and pray that you know, nothing else comes out. Now we're going full send around 74. And now we're going to drop the Ground Zero. And at which point we're going to sell off everything else for a Sky Shredder. Now you have to be very lucky and pray that it's able to pop the Bloons on the other side in time. Get stronger simulant. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and get our second stronger simulant. We need 2 stronger simulants so that it's always at 100% upkeep for our Sky Shredder. And with that, we are done with the core part of this race. Now, final thing we can get is an Arcane Spike, a 420 Arcane Spike. And this, my friends, ends the 1 hour long battle that I had trying to beat my opponent's timing. And yes, we're very close to capture score, but we should be able to make the timing, no problemo. There we go, we are about 30 seconds faster than our opponents, and that took a lot of work. But as you see, it is possible. It is very possible to do this race. It is just very difficult, but there we go. That is how you beat this race, and that is the end of this video. So with that, yeah, we have managed to reclaim a lot of race tiles from our opponent today, and I'm very glad that we managed to do so. And thankfully one of our teammates managed to capture this tile for us. Thank you very much. And there's some useless tiles that our teammate have captured, but let's hope that it's not going to be too big of a deal for us. But either way, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like if you like this video, leave a comment if you have anything else to add, and I'll see you guys in the next video.